It is clear from my experience and what I've seen that there is something out there.
What is that?
Whoa, bro. Oh my God.
The question is it ours?
What the hell was that?
Is it someone else's? Or is it otherworldly?
Number 20. UFO in Australia. A strange UFO sighting in Australia has caught worldwide attention after Broome police shared a spooky CCTV video on Twitter. The footage, recorded during a thunderstorm, shows bright flashes of lightning lighting up the night sky. Suddenly, a bolt of lightning reveals a round object appearing from the clouds. The object floats in the air for a moment before moving off-screen, leaving behind a faint trail. Broome police posted the video with the caption, "After reviewing CCTV at Town Beach of last night's storm, it appears we were not alone." The clip quickly went viral, sparking a debate among viewers. One person commented, "It's definitely an alien, but I'm not sure if it's a secret government vehicle or something from space. Crazy footage." Another viewer had a different theory, saying, "Looks like ball lightning. It must have been amazing to see in person." Some people even linked it to HAARP, a research program that studies the atmosphere, with one person writing, "Maybe HAARP messed with it. These things fly up near the sun from Mercury." However, many people pointed out a simpler explanation, saying it was likely just a bright light reflecting in the stormy sky. Even so, the video has left many wondering if there's more to the story and whether we are truly alone in the universe. Number 19. The Belgian UFO Wave. In late November 1989, Belgium started receiving numerous UFO reports. Witnesses described a massive triangular craft with a flat surface and lights underneath. These sightings continued into early 1990, peaking in late March when a UFO was detected on radar. That night, 2 Air Force pilots attempted to investigate but found nothing. While they didn't see anything unusual, 143 other people claimed they did. For over 2 decades, the ufological group SOBEPS insisted the photo was real, but the photographer later admitted it was a hoax. Writer Mark Alla attributed the Belgian UFO wave to misinformation spread by the media and SOBEPS, leading to mass hysteria. Regardless, something in Belgium remains unexplained. Number 18. Houston, we have a problem. In August 2014, social media was flooded with images of a UFO hovering over Houston, Texas. Captured from different locations, the object appeared to consist of several lights forming a ring, with a single orb at the center, making it look as if the outer lights were rotating around it. The UFO even bore some resemblance to Saturn, though some experts believe it had a more earthly explanation. Fletcher Gray from the Mutual UFO Network suggested the lights likely came from a nearby highway. Additionally, Houston experienced a thunderstorm that night, which may have contributed to the strange visuals. Still, if extraterrestrials ever visited Space City, it would be quite fitting. Number 17. The Kumburgaz UFO video. In 2007, Turkish night guard Yalçın Yaman, working in Istanbul's holiday village, noticed unusual activity in the sky and began recording. Over the next few years, he continued monitoring the skies, collecting an extensive archive of UFO footage. The unidentified object appearing in these videos closely resembles a spacecraft, even evoking the ones from War of the Worlds. Some claim that if you look closely, you can see 2 alien heads peering out of what looks like a window or hatch. Our eyes may be playing tricks on us, but ufologist Nick Pope called Yaman's footage a turning point for Turkish UFO studies, adding that authorities could no longer ignore the phenomenon. Number 16. New Mexico, 1957. Since the Roswell UFO incident, New Mexico has been a hotspot for reported alien activity. Nearly a decade after that well-known event, a local named Ella Louise Fortune had another unusual encounter. While driving down Highway 54 on October 16th, the nurse took a photo of a bright white flying disc. The UFO was said to have hovered near the Holloman Air Development Center for around 15 minutes. Given its proximity to an Air Force base, some believe there could be a logical explanation. However, even after the Aerial Phenomena Research Organization analyzed the image, no definitive answer was found. Number 15. The Lubbock Lights. In August 1951, 3 professors from Texas Technological College spotted a formation of 20 to 30 lights flickering in the night sky. 5 days later, Texas Tech freshman Carl Hart Jr. looked out his bedroom window and saw a similar sight, a group of lights forming a V-shape. Hart managed to take 5 photographs, which were later published in newspapers and Life magazine. The images caught the attention of the Air Force, prompting an investigation. Initially, officials suspected the Lubbock lights were actually plovers, a type of bird. However, they later declared that the lights were an easily explainable natural phenomenon, without ever revealing what the phenomenon actually was. That explanation didn't do much to quiet the speculation. Number 14. Salem, Massachusetts, 1952. As if its history with infamous witch trials wasn't enough, Salem also had its own encounter with unexplained lights in the sky. While alien invasion might be a stretch, this incident remains one of the city's strangest. On August 3, 1952, a U.S. Coast Guard stationed at a laboratory glanced outside and saw 4 bright, glowing lights overhead. The 21-year-old guard quickly snapped a photo through a window, and ever since, people have been debating what exactly he captured. Were they flying saucers? A strange weather phenomenon? Street lamps reflecting off the glass? Whatever the case, it added another eerie event to Salem's long history. Number 13. ISS Light Beam. In 2016, a video surfaced on YouTube showing footage from NASA's live feed of the International Space Station. It appeared to capture an object entering Earth's atmosphere, until the feed was mysteriously cut off. NASA claimed it was just a technical issue and that the object was likely space debris or city lights reflecting off the surface. Later, another video from the same feed showed what looked like a similar object leaving Earth, followed by a bright golden beam of light. Some speculated that this was a UFO making its exit, or even jumping to hyperspace. These images from the ISS live feed show a spherical object rising away from Earth. As it vanishes, a beam of light flashes in its wake. This wasn't the last time conspiracy theories surrounded the ISS. In 2020, another object was seen moving above Earth in the live feed. It was later explained as a retired communications component being discarded, but that hasn't stopped people from keeping a close eye on the station. Number 12. The STS-48 incident. Launched on September 12, 1991, the STS-48 mission was intended to deploy satellites from the Space Shuttle Discovery. However, in UFO circles, this mission is best known for footage recorded on September 15th. While the video is somewhat unclear, it appears to show objects moving rapidly and bright flashes of light in Earth's orbit. NASA has explained these as ice particles reacting to the shuttle's engine jets. Astronomer Phil Plait has supported this explanation, but we have to admit, the part of us that wants to believe still wonders. This wasn't the only space shuttle mission to catch the attention of UFO enthusiasts. In 1996, footage from STS-75 appeared to show objects surrounding the drifting tether of a broken satellite. Were these just pieces of debris, or something else? Number 11. the Kaikoura Lights. It seems fitting that the Kaikoura Lights appeared just a year after Star Wars and Close Encounters of the Third Kind hit theaters. New Zealand's Kaikoura mountain ranges made headlines in December 1978, when the crew of a cargo plane reported seeing massive, house-sized lights flashing near their aircraft for several minutes. Thousands of UFO-related documents have since been released by the New Zealand Air Force. Air traffic control specialists in Wellington tracked the lights, and an Australian television crew even managed to record them in color. The TV crew joined the cargo plane's next flight from Wellington to Christchurch, and shortly after takeoff, they captured footage of a massive glowing orb. New Zealand's Ministry of Defence has suggested several possible explanations, including lights from boats, vehicles, or Venus. Others believe it could have been an unusually bright view of Venus or interference from radio and light waves. Still, for those who believe, the fact that such sightings are documented at all is a step forward. Number 10. The Black Knight Satellite. The Black Knight Satellite is one of the most well-known conspiracy theories in UFO circles. According to the theory, this mysterious satellite has been orbiting Earth for 13,000 years. In 1954, UFO researcher Donald Kehoe claimed that the Air Force had detected 2 artificial satellites, even though such technology did not exist at that time. It would take another 3 years before the first artificial satellite, Sputnik, was launched. Despite this, newspapers like the St. Louis Post-Dispatch and the San Francisco Examiner covered the story. The Black Knight theory gained attention again in 1998 when NASA released a photo from the STS-88 mission. While most believe it was just space debris, some continue to hold on to their belief in the Black Knight's existence. Number 9. The Phoenix Lights. The Phoenix Lights have been the subject of documentaries and several horror films, yet the events of March 13, 1997, remain unexplained. That year, UFOs were allegedly involved in one of the biggest military cover-ups in U.S. history. This event can be broken into 2 parts. The first involved a V-shaped formation that was seen flying over Phoenix. Though little footage of this event exists, and what does exist is low quality, there is more documentation of the second event, where 5 circular lights appeared in the night sky. These events began at 3 p.m. and lasted until 5:30 the next morning. Despite numerous photos, videos, and eyewitness reports, there is still no clear explanation. The U.S. Air Force attributed the lights to military flares, but many have questioned that explanation. Number 8. The Chilean Navy. A Chilean government agency that investigates UFOs, also referred to as unidentified aerial phenomena, released classified footage from 2014 showing an unidentified flying object. A small speck can certainly create a lot of speculation. In 2017, the Chilean agency responsible for studying UFO sightings made this footage public after it had been classified for almost 3 years. The footage was captured by the Chilean Navy from a helicopter in broad daylight. The pilot was unable to establish contact with the object, which moved similarly to a helicopter. What made it even more puzzling was that it did not appear on air traffic control radar. On 2 occasions, the object released a gas or liquid, which was picked up on high thermal tracking video. A large plume of material could be seen trailing behind it. The most baffling part was that after releasing the unknown substance, the object vanished into the sky. Number 7. The Battle of Los Angeles. This event occurred in February, just 3 months after the Japanese attack on Pearl Harbor. Fearing another potential attack, air raid sirens blared across Los Angeles County, and the entire area was placed under a nighttime blackout. A total of 1,400 shells were fired into the sky. The chaos resulted in the deaths of 5 people and caused significant property damage. Although it was later reported to be a false alarm, the LA Times published a photograph of the air raid, showing searchlights aimed at what some believed to be a spacecraft. While the image had been altered, that didn't stop UFO enthusiasts from using it as evidence. The incident even served as inspiration for the 2011 movie, Battle, Los Angeles. Number 6. Mexican Air Force Video. On March 5, 2004, the Mexican Air Force captured footage of 11 unidentified flying objects at an altitude of 11,500 feet over southern Campeche state, surrounding a military jet. These lights were spotted during a routine mission to track drug traffickers. Jets attempted to follow the UFOs, but eventually abandoned the chase as the objects vanished. Some suggest these were merely flares, while others propose explanations such as ball lightning or a meteorite breaking apart in Earth's atmosphere. Number 5. The Aguadilla Airport Incident. Even by UFO standards, this one is puzzling. The event took place in April 2013 at Rafael Hernandez Airport in Aguadilla, Puerto Rico. A video recorded an unknown object rapidly moving over land before appearing to submerge into the water. The object resurfaced multiple times before seemingly splitting into 2 separate entities. Reports claim that the U.S. Department of Homeland Security attempted to keep this under wraps, but the footage was eventually leaked by an anonymous whistleblower. The Scientific Coalition for Ufology, SCU, later released the video online. According to the SCU website, the object, quote, exhibits characteristics that cannot be explained by any known aircraft or natural phenomenon. Number 4. The McMinnville UFO Photographs. In 1950, Evelyn Trent spotted a strange object hovering over her family's farm in McMinnville, Oregon. She quickly called her husband, Paul, who managed to snap a couple of photographs before the UFO disappeared toward the west. In another version of their account, both Evelyn and Paul saw the object at the same time while in their backyard. Either way, the couple's pictures eventually made their way into Life magazine and various other publications, sparking one of the most intense debates in UFO history. Number 3. Go Fast. The top 3 UFO sightings on this list are actually part of a larger set. While each has unique characteristics, the Pentagon has declassified 3 separate videos showing Navy fighter pilots encountering unidentified flying objects. Filmed by the U.S. Navy and first published online in the late 2010s, these videos were officially declassified and released by the Pentagon in 2020. One of them, titled Go Fast, was captured in January 2015 over the East Coast by an FA-18F Super Hornet during the USS Theodore Roosevelt UFO incidents. Number 2, FLIR-1. It's a bright, clear day with no wind, and suddenly you spot a small white object moving erratically. It's enough to make the hair on the back of your neck stand up. Also released by the Pentagon, FLIR-1 was filmed on November 14, 2004, off the coast of San Diego. Like Go Fast, this video was captured aboard a Super Hornet using ATFLIR. It was recorded during the USS Nimitz UFO incident, when the Navy had a radar visual encounter with an unknown object. The footage focuses on a dark, round shape that first moves slightly to the left, before suddenly darting away at high speed, disappearing from view. Commander David Fravor couldn't identify what he had seen, but he described the way it moved as something he had never witnessed before. Number 1. Gimbal. The final video in this trio is Gimbal, captured the same year as Go Fast. Oh my gosh! They're all going against the wind. The wind's 120 knots west. Often confused with the USS Nimitz UFO incident, this sighting actually took place aboard the USS Theodore Roosevelt near the coast of Florida. Out of the three, the object in gimbal most closely resembles the classic flying saucer shape. However, not everyone is convinced. Skeptical investigator Mick West has questioned all three sightings, suggesting that the gimbal object is simply an airplane. Well, if there's another thing, it's rotating. The truth remains unknown. So thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed watching it, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content like this.